Hey everybody, welcome back. Trailer reaction time, and a trailer I am very shockingly, yeah, I know, you would never expect that I'm very excited for this trailer today. Today we get, I mean, you can't really call it the first look, but I mean, technically the first in-motion look for Season 2 of Andor, a Star Wars story. Obviously, I'm very excited to celebrate this. I am so excited for this. If you're going to look for the Star Wars tiers, though, I will warn you, they probably won't come with this. I'll explain that in a second. There will be hype, though. Oh, yes. There will be hype. Not even got a joke. If you want to see this trailer without my hyped in the way, there's a link in the description below, or something's popping up right about now. You can click on that, check it out, come on back, watch me watch this. We're going to geek out over it. It's Star Wars. Have you seen my channel? Have you seen the memes they made of me? Have you seen the people talking to me? Hell, I was watching Elvis the Alien last night, who I've been watching for a couple years. I enjoy his stuff. I rarely agree with his opinions on things, but I enjoy what he does. And like, I'm watching, which movie, can I think of what movie it was? I can't. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But in the middle of it, like, my meme pops up. I was like, what? Okay, cool. So yeah, anyways, I'm very excited to watch this. If you want to see it without my face in the way, there's a link in the description below, or something's popping up right about now. You can click on that. Yeah, we did all that. So I'm not going to cry. I don't think. I don't expect to. Because what I've come to learn about my emotional reaction to Andor, or to Star Wars, is two things. One, the mystical side and the like heroic old school swashbuckler side of it, and the mysticism, that tends to get my emotions more, whereas the action, badassery, political intrigue side of it tends to get the hype more. The other is the music, and the only thing, like music really pulls my strings more than anything. The other, and unfortunately I have, for better or worse, maybe it helps me enjoy this more, I do have one spoiler for this trailer I've had, which is there's apparently a sort of real-world, modern-ish country rock song over it. Don't do this, Star Wars. Stop using real music. Use Star Wars-esque music. It breaks the immersion. Anyways, I'm very excited. Andor was phenomenal. It was just phenomenal. And this is going to be phenomenal. The real sets, the effects looked so good. The characters, the story, the weight of it, the exploration of this formative era of the Rebels and the Rebel Alliance. All of this looks so good. So much Mon Mothma. Can't wait for more Luther. Excited to see where we go. Will we find out what happened to our boy from the prison? One way out. Andy Serkis. I can't think of the character name. Sorry, I suck with character names. I'm excited, though. And I mean, Diego Luna. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then we get Krennic. I think Krennic might be in this trailer. I'm very excited for that too. And I'm very excited. I don't want this to hurry up and be over, but I'm very excited for that day to come where I can sit down and I can binge Andor Season 2, and Rogue One as its own trilogy. I think that's going to be incredible. So now's the part on Sprockets when we fix the glasses for glare. We turn around. And before I say we watch, I have to also point out, I didn't even need a trailer. I wasn't sure we were going to get one. I thought they would actually just do a thing where it's like, we're just going to wait. And like 2 weeks, 1 week leading up, we're just going to bombard people with 15-second spots of Andor Season 2 this week. Let's go. I don't know how I feel about the release schedule. We'll talk about that later if I remember. I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, I hope it's not pissing me off. Let's watch.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or do you want to win? Last night I had a dream that the world had turned around. All I hope to come to me. The revolution starts now. What a swell party this is. here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight!
I need to watch that again and talk over it in a second, but I have a couple things to say real quick. Why? Why with that music choice? That music ruins this. It doesn't ruin it. Obviously, I enjoyed it. And I'm not even like a hater against the song or anything. That might be a totally fine song, but stop using regular Earth music in these trailers. They did it in Skeleton Crew too, and it didn't kill, but it hurt the trailer for me. The show was great, but stop. I want the Star Wars vibe. I'm going to watch a Star Wars trailer. I want the Star Wars vibe. And so many cool shots in that would have been so much more epic and emotionally involving if it was Star Wars music. I'll try to get off my soapbox, and we'll just go into the positives. Krennic, K2SO, I did not expect to see the Death Star. I was not prepared for how much Saw Gerrera we would see. I was not prepared for how much Yavin, I believe, we're seeing. And like that shot with the dead rebel soldier, it looks like he's probably shot because they went off to do a mission on their own. How's that going to play out? How's that going to affect future events? Also, I see a bunch of no helmet looking stormtrooper dudes. I assume maybe they go in undercover. I don't know. Let's watch it through one more time so I can talk about it out loud. Because, my first watch, I like to just show my expression and just feel it with you. But let's watch. Even though, again, actually, I think I might like that song. That sounds like kind of a cool song, honestly. But it really irks me because it does not fit the vibe of the imagery I'm seeing. So we've talked, this whole week, you'll see some trailers coming up later this week because I'm filming this at the end of a 5-trailer run. 2 of the other 4 trailers coming up later. I geek out about the art of trailers and how great the trailer cutters need a raise because they understood the assignment. This does not understand the assignment. This is a horrible choice. Why? Okay, anyways, let's look. Let's watch. I like all the back shots walking.
You want to fight?
Dude, that Yavin shot looks... Is that Lothal?
You want to win?
Is that Lothal? And he's clearly stealing a tie, but that's amazing. I love that. Very Rogue One, very Skeleton Crew. Saw, like mid-word transitional Saw. I'm loving it. Mon Mothma, I'm excited for more Mon Mothma. I wonder what the dance thing is. Lutheran, I can't remember. Yeah. Cool dudes don't look at explosions. Then we get some Krennic, but Krennic, pre-Rogue One, Krennic's got to be the final arc, right? And this, like, what has happened here? They've killed an officer telling them no, they can't take the ships. We want to see them. That's got to be Lothal, dude. See, yeah, here. That's got to be rebels that in disguise that took off the helmet so they can actually aim. That, stealing the TIE fighter, I censored myself. You got an R5 unit in it's a K2SO. That shot is amazing. Also, the riot troopers. And Cyril's back, baby. I need to see where his story goes. Oh my god. Him stealing that TIE fighter is gonna be so cool. I don't think we've seen that in live action moving in a room.
You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight!
And that's an earlier Saw, so we're getting some progression of Saw. You can tell by the hair. Yes. The show itself is going to be freaking phenomenal. I still, and like I said, I think I like that song. I'm coming around to the song. I don't want this in my Star Wars trailers. Star Wars trailers should feel like Star Wars. They should. I don't care. It's my opinion. It's a subjective thing, but that annoys the hell out of me that they're starting to do that. Two series in a row, they've done that. I forget what the song was in Skeleton Crew. At least they kind of Star Warsified that song. I think they even had it sung in Huttese. This is just straight up taking like a modern Earth pop song and putting it in the trailer. It doesn't feel right. But the visuals we're getting out of that are phenomenal, dude. So I'm hoping one of those arcs is literally the whole birth of K2SO as his friend. One of those arcs is clearly good. Like the final arc is clearly going to be Krennic because that Death Star is close to what we see at the end of Rogue One. And I think we're seeing Lothal in live action again. I just realized again because Ahsoka, we went to Lothal, which was so freaking cool. Is it April 22nd yet? I'm also excited for April 22nd because that means I'll be about 10 days. I'll be less than 2 weeks away from my May 4th Disney trip. I mean, I'm going before May 4th, but I'm excited about that. I'll have to watch a whole 3-episode arc while I'm on the trip, which brings me to that thing I should talk about in case you want to know my opinions. I am 50-50 on the release schedule idea. I would prefer... Like, I don't necessarily like binge watching. I think some shows work to binge watching. This is not exactly binge watching. It is a middle ground binge watch. If you haven't heard... Well, first, if you haven't heard, going way back to the thing you should have heard by now, it's going to be 12 episodes. Every 3 episodes is like 1 year leading up to Rogue One. So they're chapters. 4 chapters, 3 episodes each, leading right into Rogue One at the end. I would prefer having a week-to-week. Even if you drop a few to start, like you did in the last series, sure. Then I get like 3 months of looking forward to a new episode of Andor. Now they're going to put out 3 episodes once a week, 4 weeks in a row, which I'm of two minds of because I'm like, we're going to burn through it too fast. It's going to be less conversation, even though certain sites it's hard to have conversations about anything Star Wars. But then on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, but I also 4 weeks in a row get a Star Wars movie, essentially, So I don't know. I'm not going to have a full final opinion until I experience it because I don't think anybody's actually released like this. So, but then I also wonder if you're going to, and they wouldn't have known when they were making it. So I understand how we got here. But like, if you had known that going in, shouldn't they have just made 4 90-minute Andor movies or 2-hour Andor movies? So, but I don't care. I think whatever we get is going to be phenomenal. It's the same team that made the first one. They knew from day one before they started the first series, they were doing 2 seasons. That was the plan all along. And when Star Wars has a plan, that's when Star Wars tends to be its best. Seriously. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Star Wars. I love all Star Wars. Even when it's not at its best, I still love it. So, I mean, I can enjoy the Ewoks cartoons and the droids cartoons. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the Caravan of Courage, the Ewoks movies. I'm just excited. At least they haven't done a Secret Invasion yet. Sorry, Marvel. I didn't mean to throw shade. Obviously, I'm excited. You knew I would be. Come on. This is also one of the rare Star Wars projects where most of the internet's on board because even the edgy hard boys... That's a weird word. They love Andor because it's so gritty and dark. Like, even though that's not really what Star Wars is about, as it has been about, it works for Andor, and it shows that it can be. And there can be a balance. You can have this. You can have Ahsoka. You can have Skeleton Crew. You can have all these shows that exist. Like, it does remind me of old school EU, that totally you can go down a few different paths, but as long as you do keep those paths feel like they could coexist, which I feel like maybe is a Marvel-ish issue. Again, I'm not trying to slag Marvel. I still enjoy all of Marvel too, but I'm talking way too much. It's Star Wars. I'm excited. I'd be excited, except for stop putting Earth music in my Star Wars. Okay. At least they haven't done it in the show yet. That happens, we might have to have a problem. And if you get me to have a problem with Star Wars, you messed up. So please be wary. Don't put Earth music in Star Wars. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about too. I mean, obviously it's all Earth music. It's make-believe, blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, I've rambled and ranted on enough. Oh, by the way, World of Devon, I believe, also requested this. Or people weren't requesting it, but they were really hyped to see it. So let's throw out some real quick shout-outs. I should have done this sooner. Johnny Sid Jimmy? Or John Sid Jimmy. Johnsy to Jimmy? JOHNSYDJIMI. Thank you. I know you're hyped. I hope you got what you were looking for. World of Devon, of course, one of my longtime regulars. Yes, of course I was going to react, my friends. You know that. And I feel like I had one more, but maybe not. All right. No, I did not. That's fine. But thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I did. Tell me what you think about Andor. Tell me what you think about anything I said in here. Do you agree, disagree? Particularly the music thing. I think most people are on the same page with this. Like, why? Why are we doing that? It just feels lazy. You have these incredible composers and composing incredible music. Use that. Or even if you're going to make a song, make it Star Wars-ified. Like even just the idea they took that song in Skeleton Crew and turned it into Hades for the trailer. Okay, I didn't love it, but at least they Star Wars-ified it, Geek out with me in the comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Other than that, you click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And don't forget, by the way, in May, the Let's Play is going to be Star Wars Outlaws. So you're going to get some fun May Star Wars with this boy right here. And don't forget that we will get through this. We will get through this together. We have to, because we have 12 incredible episodes of Andor coming with Saw Gerrera hair growing out, so we're bridging those gaps. And of course, some people love to say this with me, not everybody, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to. Also, random thought. Thinking back to the end of Andor Season 1 and how they almost let, was it Minerva? Andor's mom drop an F-bomb. I'm glad they didn't. That would not have felt Star Wars. If you're going to do that, make up a Star Wars curse for it. You can't use frack, obviously. But, you know, anyways, if you want to say this with me, let's do it. We will get through this. We will get through this together. All right. I feel better. I hope you do too. You can also feel better by checking out my music. Listen to my music anywhere you listen. Look up Eric Butts. Try a couple of songs. Get excited, particularly about the Mary EP Part 1, because the Mary EP Part 2 is coming later this year. Getting real excited about that. Finally going to start work on that in, I think, mid-March. So, or is it mid-March or mid-April? I think it's mid-March. Very, very excited. And we're going to do a lot of video game Let's Plays. There'll be 2 Star Wars this year. I think we're doing Star Wars Outlaws in May, and then somewhere down the line, maybe November, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do the Bounty Hunter remaster, because if you didn't see back in the day, I think it was on my Patreon, or maybe my YouTube members, but I think Patreon, I played the re-release of Bounty Hunter, which was mostly a great time, mostly till one level I got stuck on for like a month. Anyways, it was a good time. Where are we at? You can follow all that right here, or you can go to ericbutts.com for all your Funky Butts fun. There's more with the links in the description below, so click that see more button to see more butts. And I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to go geek out over Andor, show Mary a bunch of trailers, watch some more stuff, go back to Disney, because I'll be there for May 4th. Every year now, May 4th, Life Day. Maybe I'll switch to Disneyland on occasion, but you know where I'll be. I'll be on Batu. If you want to say hi, say hi. I was doing a lightsaber build recently, and afterwards somebody's like, hey, at least you didn't cry this time, which was cute. I thought that was kind of cute. But yeah, say hi. I'd love to talk to you. Even when I'm filming. I'm always filming. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here and do all that. I was trying to think if there was a Star Wars saying I could say. I got one. Oh, no, I had it. What was it? I almost had the toast. May your ride be profitable. That's not it. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you all later.